audio and videos. Oh, there we go.
Do you want me to blur our background or go with that?
You can blur it. Unless you want something to talk about.
Let's see, where did I see that?
Is there a blurred one?
There is.
Let's see. No. Or we could leave it. Or we could leave it.
Joanna, we're on.
Oh yeah,
From
we're on.
Scotland. Look at that. You know what time it is in the UK? And Liz, look, two of them from the UK.
Oh,
right
you know
away.
why? Because we're early. That's why. We usually are on later in the afternoon, right?
Yeah, it's like 7 in the evening, 6 or 7 in the evening there.
Welcome everybody. It's Adam and Uncle Rex live from Gilbert, Arizona.
Yeah.
We had a very hectic last, week. And so we're lucky to be on today, which is, we always say that.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, there you go. You fixed it. I like it. But yeah, it's true. I'm in the process. Today's my move-in day. So I moved into a house with my roommate, Blue. Rex met him. We're at the house now. So the rest of the day I'll be moving and having a good time, I guess.
Yep. And hello to everybody, especially the people there in the UK. Glad you can join us. 6 p.m. there, they said.
Yep. We got Michigan, Rex. We got Southern Colorado. We have Scotland, you said. And then hi to everybody else who said hi to us.
Yeah, Kimberly's calling us lovelies.
It's 6 p.m. in Scotland right now. Okay, so that's good.
I don't know that too many people call us lovelies.
Well,
we'll take whatever.
She has to. She runs the Facebook.
Yeah.
She has to be nice to us.
And she is freaking hilarious too.
So with the lives, if you guys have any questions, feel free to come on and ask questions. Again, we'll talk about Lori's situation, which
Why don't you start off with that?
Okay.
Just jump into it.
So, I don't really follow all the stuff that I'm supposed to follow. So I did get an inbox from a friend that sent me and said, did you see this? And it was a picture of Lori being checked into jail in Arizona. This is a couple of days ago. And I was like, oh my gosh, I did not see that. Because the last I heard was that Lori's appeal that was in Idaho could take 2 or 3 years. And the Arizona governor was not going to extradite her until the appeals were seen. So my impression was this was not going to happen for 2 or 3 years. I thought they would have Chad's trial first and all that stuff. So it was, to my surprise, Rex's surprise, my parents, everybody was super surprised that this happened like that without really anybody knowing anything. And so now that Lori is in Arizona, and who knows, Rex, how long it's going to take for the case to even go to trial.
Yeah.
Because a lot has to happen.
A lot has to happen. But the first question, Adam, will be, are you planning on seeing her since she's here close by?
Well, I got to tell you.
We wanted to do the live there and have her on, but
not going to happen.
Probably not going to happen.
My emotions are so out of whack because when I see Lori now on video or doing that stuff, it's just like I don't know. I have two separate feelings. I'm super angry, and I feel sorry for her. So I don't know. I'm a mess when it comes to my emotions and what I would do if I went to go see Lori. I don't know if she could have visitors. I don't know if she'd even want to see me. I think I was on her list to be killed. Her and Chad's list to be killed.
There is that.
So there's I don't know why she would want to see me if she thinks that I'm a zombie or a dark spirit or whatever it is. So, I mean, I would be very curious to sit in a room with Lori and let her talk. And I would love to hear what she had to say, just so I can, so would I, if I was invited, I think I would go just so I want to have that experience.
Yeah, the rules here, I don't know what they are, but in Idaho, they were either she had to request the visit or you request one and she had to accept it. So it's not like you can just drop by and say, hey, want to see my niece, want to see my sister.
Right.
But what would we say? I mean, if she's, I believe like someone just said in the chat, like Chastity said, she's probably still in her creative reality, her alternative reality.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of conversation would you have?
Right.
So Lolo, what's what do you do day to day? I mean,
my first question was like, why did you have me on the list to be killed? Why are you trying?
That's a good starter.
I mean, that's a great.
That's an icebreaker.
Where else do you start? I mean, right off the bat, you had me on the list to be killed. I guess I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, I doubt that I'll see her. I mean, if I had to, I know I'm going to have to see her in court. A while ago, I told you the Arizona prosecution told me that I would be a witness, and I said, well, I don't want to do that. They said, well, you have to. So at some point, when it goes to trial, I will, see Lori in court. Obviously, I'm not going to talk to her in court.
Yeah, you don't get to choose whether you're on. I was on the witness list in Idaho for Lori's defense.
Mm-hmm.
It surprised me. They just called me up and said, hey, you're on the list if it goes to a capital murder charge. They didn't say, would you like to be on the list? They didn't say, what would you say if the defense calls you up for the sentencing? They just said, you're on the list.
Yeah.
Just matter of factly. It's not like you have an option.
Yeah.
So who knows what that would be. But Adam mentioned the emotions. I was surprised. First of all, there was Chad's hearing going on. And I was surprised that started digging up emotions. I didn't think that would do much to me. I feel I'm in a much better place than I was for for Lori's trial.
Yeah.
But that started digging things up, both in my wife and I, but then Lori appeared and she's here. And all of a sudden you realize, okay, great, things can get going. Maybe we'll get even more answers. Maybe we'll get them sooner. That's positive. But then there are a whole lot of other emotions that come up that I don't know if I'm ready to deal with them. It doesn't matter if you're ready or not. I wasn't ready back in the trial when I heard how the children were killed.
Yeah.
So there are emotions to deal with. I'm not saying it's overwhelming or we can't deal with it. But what the first thing I noticed, Adam, when that came up was that there's a fly flying around.
Yeah, we have a fly in here. I left the door open because I'm in the process of moving in. So
the first thing I noticed was I'm in a much better place. And that's comforting. And I wanted to bring that up here because y'all are a big reason for which I'm in a much better place. This has been so helpful to be part of this community, not because of anything I've done, but all of the love, the good wishes, the prayers, all of that positive energy has I can tell the difference.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, we both feel grateful that we are healing as we do this podcast and wrote the book and recorded the audiobook. Like all of it has been very therapeutical. So yeah, so I mean, I'm in a different space now than I was a while ago when you asked me the same question, would you ever go see Lori or any of that? So I think I'm more to where before I was like, I don't want to see her. Now it's like, oh, maybe I would want to see her just to see what it was all about. Okay, so we have a lot of things to talk about. You guys can send us questions. We're going live. We'll try to read your questions and answer them. Don't forget, our Facebook group is growing, our community. If you're on Facebook and you have a friend that you think needs something in their life, I got to tell you, I've been in radio 30 years and been a part of tons of radio groups. Nothing like this one. So this one is like completely positive. So if you want to be positive or look at positive things, our Facebook is that. It's Tylee and JJ Silver Lining Podcast community. Thank you, Kimberly and Linda Lou, for monitoring and getting it going and supporting everybody who's trying to come in.
And I am intensely moderating. I'll tell you, as usual, things were pretty hectic here at the last minute, getting things going. And we were talking to Anna. But it was last minute. We couldn't quite get the moderating worked out. So we're doing our own our own moderating, although Anna was willing, and she's working with an injury right now, but will be joining us.
How did she hurt her thumb? That's what we don't know still. But
yeah, we'll find that out.
Yeah.
But I put this comment up, Adam, because I like that perspective, and I think it's true. Well, we aren't going to get all of the answers we want. I've accepted that, but I hope to get a lot more. And I think we will get more during the trial, not necessarily things we want to know. Just like I keep using the example, we didn't want to know how the children were killed, but we found that out. I'm glad we found that out. It did cause a shift in myself.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get more.
So with Lori's case, one's going to be for Charles's murder. The other one's going to be for attempted murder on Brandon. I don't think they're the same trial, right?
Right.
Or they're
right.
two different things. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I couldn't quite see this.
Kimberly.
Yeah. That's why you were on the kill list. You supported Charles.
Oh, that's why I was on the kill list.
And you were a threat.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So yes, you were there, could still be there, but fortunately their primary assassin is no longer
there,
no longer active.
Right.
And Adam and I have said before, for those of you that didn't hear, the sad part about losing Alex, first of all, we loved Alex.
Yeah.
We loved the Alex pre-conversion to Lori's cause. Now, once you love someone, you probably still love them. But so that's a loss, first of all. But the fact that he converted to that, he did these horrendous things that he did is tragic enough. But also, Adam and I have both said, let's just reiterate it again here. If Alex was alive and he, as we all think, I think we share this, we all think he was realizing that he was just being used and really not part of the 144,000
at the end of it.
At
some point after all this stuff happened, I think he finally came to realization that he got hoaxed.
So if he came to that realization, but Adam and I both think he would have sung like a bird, and we would know every detail that he knew.
Yeah, everything.
He would have said it all. I think he would have told everyone. I'm really sure he would have told you and me.
Oh yeah.
But
in jail, I mean, obviously, if he would be in jail if this happened. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he would. I think he would tell everything.
Yeah. So that's another unfortunate part of that story, that we lost him and lost that insight to it.
Well, it looks like Lori came to good weather. I think Arizona, this is probably the best weather in the world. It's the weather here in the next week and a half or 2 weeks is going to be unbelievable. So another great thing about living in Arizona in November and December.
Right.
Let's see what else is on here.
Something about handsome fellows. We always appreciate that. Handsome I do. I feel like I'm.
Saturday Live. They like the Saturday Live at 11 a.m. This is
Saturday Live.
Saturday Day Live.
Saturday Day Live. Yeah. They aren't going to get the same humor here.
Let's do a sketch. I think everybody loved our sketch before.
Yeah.
Where we went. What did we do? We went. It was your idea. It wasn't mine.
What sketch did we do?
That sketch where you were like, hey, let's pretend like we're going to be Lori.
Oh, role playing.
Role play. Yeah, role play.
Not a comedy sketch.
No, but apparently it turned out to be a comedy sketch because people were laughing off the thing. So,
I did not see this. Let me show the question.
Okay.
Because it's easier to read. I don't have my other glasses with me.
Okay, did either of you see the interview with juror number 18 on Hidden True Crime last night? It was interesting hearing how a juror looked at her case without knowing everything that many others knew then.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
Yeah.
And Hidden True Crime, we're fans. People ask why we're fans because they've said negative things about the Mormon church or let people on that say negative things. And they let people on that say things that contradicted us or people that talk badly about us. I'm not judging Laura and John. I'm not judging anyone whether they like us or not. That's not a requirement in my world anywhere that people have to like me. And so I'm not going to not pay attention to good podcasting because someone doesn't like me, or I might not get to watch any podcasts from anyone that knows me. I don't know, but they just do a good job with their podcasts, I believe. I saw some early on. I wasn't of the same opinion necessarily, but I really think they've got their act together and they're great at what they do. And I just appreciate it. So shouts out to them.
Also, thank you for all of those who got our book and read our book and commented on it. If you could leave if you really like the book, go ahead and leave a, what do you want them to leave?
A review.
On
Amazon.
A good review on Amazon. If you liked it, and if you didn't, don't feel free not to say that it sucked and it was disappointing.
You know, there's some 1 and 3-star reviews and 4-star reviews, but no one has commented on those. They haven't said why they didn't like the book.
Oh.
All the comments so far from the people that gave 5-star reviews. And y'all probably don't know this. There are actually 2 versions of the book on Amazon. It's the same book, but they're from 2 different places. And so it depends on, you don't care about all the details, but not all the reviews are in one place. So there are actually more than 20 reviews, but we want to get a lot more reviews. There.
So if you like the book, we have a review. I saw something on our Facebook that Kimberly or somebody was signing a book, and then they're going to send it to another person all over the country, and everybody's going to sign the book and have it go around.
The traveling pants book.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. So yeah, that's fun. That's fun to do on Facebook. Audiobook, we still don't know when the audiobook is coming out. Some of you are waiting to listen to that. We'll let you know when we know when that's going down.
Last we heard was December 20th. Most of you know there's a tragedy in the whole family, Jane's whole family. And at least 2 of her sons, I don't know how many other family members, work in the business. One of their sons is the editor, and so that slowed them all down. And our heart still goes out to them. That's just a tough situation that they'll accept into their lives and work with. And they're back to work now, but certainly a difficult time to go through. Thank you for this comment, Kimberly B.
You being fans of shows integrity. Oh, good.
Because we aren't judging them on having things on there that don't agree with us.
No. Let's see, reviews.
Kelly's an author. Kelly's Creative Dreams.
Oh, Kelly.
We should have had her write for us.
No doubt. No doubt. That's good to know.
Yeah, the lower reviews showing this one, they weren't verified purchases. That's true. And you know what? If you do give a something that's not a 5-star review, I'm okay for you writing. Please write why you didn't have a 5-star review. We don't mind getting input. It's frustrating to have a 1-star review with no input.
By the way, maybe it's because there are some mistakes in the book that are being redone. So the new books that are going to come out will hopefully fix those. There's a couple little. By the way, I haven't even seen the book yet, so Rex has brought them. So I don't even have a copy. Somebody was like, "Hey, what's on Facebook?" They're like, "What's this thing on?"
Let me present you with your own copy.
Yes, I finally have a copy of the book. You guys have beat me to this. Let me see if it's Latin inside. No, it is not. This is the real thing. It's all blurred out.
Yeah,
I love it. Oh, this is very nice. Lori's Lies and Family Ties. So now I have my own copy. So we're actually going to sign some of these, aren't we?
Yeah.
And then send them to a few people. Oh, and we got to apologize for the book signing today and the live appearance.
Oh, please do. Yeah.
Well, I know you did a thing for it, but I just want to say, my life just the last couple of weeks, well, in a long time, it's been nuts, crazy nuts.
As though for the last 3 years it's been pretty cool.
Okay. Well, I like to book myself doing a ton of stuff, so I'm not home depressed alone. So I
wants to be out depressed with other people.
I stretch myself so thin because I do pickleball lessons and then do all kinds of moving, and I have all kinds of stuff going on. So We will do a meet and greet and a book signing. Again, Rex is going to come back, I think, in a couple of weeks or the end of December.
I'll be here 3 times in December. This is the first of 3 trips here.
So if we can actually get a venue and do that, we will definitely let you know and give you some more advance and all that. So that will happen. And I think actually in January we're going to be in Salt Lake area, in Provo area. So we'll definitely try to do a book signing there as well.
Here's a good thought from Anna. Anna has joined us.
Oh, hey, Anna. How's it feel to be validated with your story? Tell you were telling the truth on it all before. Oh, yeah.
But which story do you think she's referring to? I'm thinking the story after Charles' death, maybe she's referring to.
Oh, you mean that whole thing of when Charles was killed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, probably, because that was the most miscommunicated, or I don't even know the word, but yeah, I think. Thank you for mentioning that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see what the first word is in the book. I don't even know.
I got to put this on. It's just an advertisement for me. Thank you, Ellie. It's not really, but when I talked about trust in our last podcast,
yes, I got so many good comments about that.
That did come from my last book, Create the Life You Crave. So
yeah.
Thanks for bringing that out, Rachel. Appreciate that. And this is our chance now with Liz donating this £2. I'm not even sure how much money that is.
Pounds are the same as dollars, I think, aren't they?
No. But
no, you got to be close.
She's asking if there's a death penalty in Arizona. I believe there is, but I don't know that. Well, Lori hasn't been charged yet. They haven't decided if they're going for that.
No, yeah, who knows what's going to happen.
I don't believe people that follow it that are legal people know this, and so watch the comments, Liz, and people will answer you probably here better than we will. But with Liz making this donation, let me make this announcement. And for those of you that have asked for a book, first of all, thank you for asking for the book. That takes something to say, hey, I don't have the money to do this. Can I have a book? That takes something, and we appreciate you doing that. We want you to have the books, and the foundation was going to send them out. And we had the idea, well, people have asked about donating during these lives or during the podcast. So we gave the opportunity, and the first 20 books went out. There are 7 more that need to go out, but those should go out this coming week. The first 20 books are going out from people that donated, other people in this community. And a lot of those people are in the Facebook group. I don't want to assume everyone is, but people that have donated here donated enough money to provide those books for each other. You're all part of the community. Isn't that cool that they are helping out each other? So thank you for that. And donations like this help to that. We're also making a donation to the Other Side Academy with some of those donations. So a few more books to go, but if people don't donate, then the foundation will finish off that donation.
Now, how do people donate on YouTube? What is they have to go to a sticker or something? Does somebody send a super sticker? Or
there are stickers. Why are you asking us when you know neither of us know?
I have no idea. Oh, I thought you knew.
No,
I thought you knew. Where's Sean? Where's Sean?
Sean doesn't know.
Sean doesn't know either. Who knew?
But
Lindsay?
These people know that somewhere they can tap that where there's a sticker and there's and you donate.
Okay. Well, thank you for your donation.
In fact, Anna is donating. Now, Anna, we'll check back with you tomorrow. Anna's probably under anesthesia for having her thumb repaired. Right. She may be donating under anesthesia, under duress, and she may think different of it tomorrow.
Her husband's going to wrap it and keep her out of the hospital. Let your husband wrap your finger. It's fine. That's what they're there for.
But thank you for that, Anna. Seriously, and Liz, thank you.
More people donating money too.
Yes, there are these stickers up here.
Anna and Allie
and Rachel has been Rachel's been a very very generous donator all along. Thank you for that. So more books going out. We've told, you know what I did, Adam, let me share this because it relates to the money thing.
Okay.
Did you ever watch the interview that Gigi McElvey did with us, Pretty Lies and Alibis? At the very beginning, remember Nate interviewed us, Hidden True Crime, Gigi,
Yeah.
and most of these people came to us from those interviews.
Yes, true.
Okay. Yeah. I never saw Gigi's interview. I thought, well, maybe she didn't post it. I saw it the other day.
Oh,
I said, I've got to watch it. You didn't see it either? Mm-hmm. I didn't see it at the time. And Gigi told us, Gigi said, I second this, meaning like promoting herself or promoting things. And she really does. That's too bad because she's so good and her interviews are good. But I watched the interview. Gigi was great to us, as you remember.
Yeah, she was awesome.
But I forgot. I am so spoiled now with y'all. I forgot the trolls were.
Oh, were they?
Were
they killing us?
They were killing us during that interview, and
so the trolls didn't come over. The trolls didn't come over to
well, the trolls dropped off. I think
they came over and then they made their thing, and then the optimists knocked them out.
I think there's so much optimist support, and we didn't give a lot of energy to the trolls.
No.
Okay, and then the optimists kind of knocked them out. Plus, they were looking for information that we didn't have. We understand that, so we don't hold that against them. They could have been nicer about it, but good heavens, those comments! Some of them were.
I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and rewatch and see what that is.
And I'm reading some of them out loud. Lisa does not like anything negative about us. She is very protective, and she was incensed. I said, "This was 4 months ago."
Don't you remember? I don't care. I don't care.
She said, I do remember, and I was mad then too. That's why it took her so long to get involved. I think she had to wait for the trolls to leave because that really bothers her. And I'm glad she's bothered. So, I appreciate it. Thank you, Lisa, for being bothered.
There was a comment that I didn't understand on our last podcast that we did about trust. And by the way, it was fantastic. If you haven't seen that podcast yet, go back and watch our last podcast. Rex diagram. He goes through this whole module of trust, and I love it. But somebody had said something about us making fun of somebody, or it's not cool that we joked about somebody at their expense, or something. And I was like, I have no idea what that was. Do you?
Well, we aren't sure they meant us. I mean, normally we should take the blame for it.
I would assume it was us but I couldn't think about what we said that made fun of somebody else. And she said that wasn't cool. And I was like, gosh, what?
Maybe something I said about Lisa. And
maybe
Lisa's the last person I'd make fun of because she is so much more everything than I am.
Yeah.
There's just nothing I had to say that could to make fun of her.
Yeah.
So other than the fact that her eyesight's bad and she has bad taste in men, but I think we all appreciate that.
Are we ever coming to Kansas City? Yes. I'm throwing that down. Yes.
Okay. You heard it from Adam. Who will be the one?
I may be doing a pickleball thing in Wichita in 2 weeks. So if I do, maybe I'll go to Kansas City.
Okay.
It's only a 2.5 hour drive.
Okay. That's worth it.
If I do the pickleball thing, but I may not. We'll see.
Okay. By the way, I'm a terrible moderator. Anna, we need you and other moderators. We will incorporate other moderators. We just haven't been good at that yet, but we're getting better at some things. That's not one of them, apparently.
How about click this one?
This one?
Yeah, because this is what. Are you in contact with any of Chad's family members? If so, do his kids still believe Chad's innocent? Yeah, that's the one thing. Rex and I don't know Chad's children. We don't know Chad. We didn't know Tammy. We don't know any of that. His family has not reached out to me or you, I don't think. No. So as far as I know, and this is just hearsay. That I think that some of his kids believe him and maybe a couple don't. To be honest with you, I don't know the answer to that. But
I think we'll be finding out more about that here in the next few months, but we don't know much. There are a couple of family members of Chad we have asked to come on. They weren't ready at the time. They aren't his children, but they're family members, either of Chad or Tammy. So as soon as someone's willing to, we would love to have them on the show to talk about the good side of Tammy and to find out more about him, because we don't know more about him. And we certainly want to honor Tammy and the family members that we feel are the corollary to what we're doing to us. They're just lost people in their family and they feel bad about it, because now we have a group to offer them that would be very loving and supportive. And so even if they don't come on the show, we want them to know about the Facebook group, because they can get a lot of positive.
The Facebook group is,
there.
I mean, it's for everybody. It's not just for people that watch our podcast. I believe if you know somebody that needs, any kind of uplifting in life, that podcast group is unbelievable. We want to thank Connie. She donated $19.99 super sticker.
Thank you, Connie.
Connie Dugan. I like that.
And I think we missed someone before, but the stickers went away.
Oh, dang it.
I thought they showed up on the
down here.
They usually did, but we missed that.
Hello, Rex and Adam from Indonesia. What in the world? Indonesia.
Wow.
Let me see. Indonesia. I want to go to Indonesia and I want to see the world, Rex. Can we just go on a tour where we just go everywhere? I'll try to win the lotto, but
okay.
I have to play.
Win the lotto.
I have to play to win.
Yeah, start with playing, and I'll keep my day job going just in case you don't make it.
You got this. You got the plan B.
Well, Annette said yes, there is a death penalty in Arizona. Thank you. I knew someone would come to our aid.
Yeah, and who knows if Lori's going to be charged with? I mean, she's already got 3 life sentences. Or whatever. I don't even know how many she has. A bunch.
Yeah, but we do want justice for Charles and justice for Brandon. Brandon, on my list of victims is the top of the list of living victims. There are people living that lost so much. Everyone that got scarred by it, in a sense, is a victim. But people that lost family members are members of our family, Adam and others. I'm further down the list because it's kind of, I haven't talked much about this in our family of the people we have lost, including Lori. We've lost Lori to jail. And there was a Lori that we knew and loved, and we lost her early on in the process when she decided to do what she was doing. We lost Alex. That's a loss in our family of someone we knew and loved until he chose to do things. And all of you know that. All of you know that you've lost family members that are still alive, but you've lost them. They're lost to you because of the choices they made. You hope they'll come back someday. Once they die, they aren't going to come back in the same way other than in your memories. So that's tough. But the living people like Brandon, we hope there are answers for the family's sake, all family members, including, think of Brandon and Melanie's children. I don't know how much they know now, but someday when they find out more, can you imagine living with all of the stuff that went on and all the comments there are about it when those children
It's a lot.
realize it's there? I can't imagine that.
I want to bring up this question from I don't know who that is. Somebody Mays, Boho Mays.
Boho Mays.
Adam, you don't want to cooperate with the prosecutors and be a witness? ? It's not that I don't want to cooperate. I don't want to get up on the stand and talk. I don't want to see Lori in court. There's just a lot of things emotionally. I just don't know how I'm going to hold up. So that's the reason why. It's not like I don't want Lori to get what's coming to her. That's what this sounds like you're implying. But Lori should be, prosecuted to the fullest. I'm with that. I just don't want to be on the stand. That's what I said. And it has nothing to do with cooperating with the prosecution, because I will have to do that. Right. So, if there's other way to cooperate without me being there, I would love to do that. Another one is, why are you blurring out the book? Well, in case you missed it, today's my move day. I moved into my new house with my roommate. We have the walls going on back here, so we blurred that out. So when I put the book up, I can put the book here. I don't think it'll blur it out, will it? Or maybe it will.
There's a place right in front of the camera
Right.
where you get
Hold
it
on.
right.
Well, I almost had it.
There's a sweet spot
Hold on.
somewhere.
Move it to
there.
the left. Right there. Nope, this way.
Anyway, they've probably
there.
seen the book.
Oh, well, somebody said,
well, I'll turn off it's the virtual background that does that. So
okay.
if
Well,
I
we
turn
don't have
that
to.
off. Okay.
Anyways.
So we aren't blurring out the book for
Sorry.
those purposes. You know, there are a lot of topics Adam and I haven't talked about, a lot of things, I'll just speak for me, that I haven't said because emotionally I can't do it and keep it together. And, you know, I have a pretty good idea, and I'll try to say this without getting emotional. Most of the things that make me emotional are when y'all are being nice to me. And that makes me emotional.
Come on, flood them.
Yeah.
Flood them. Let's get Rex to cry. Come on, flood them in.
Yeah, that's what you'd be doing. So there's a lot of appreciation I would express if I could just do it and communicate through it.
Mm-hmm.
But there are a lot of issues, family and otherwise, that we don't bring up for that reason. You have to know your emotional limits, and some of this is tough, even still, even though I've had so much good, positive reinforcement from y'all. And, you know, I've been meeting with therapists, as Adam has pointed out, several apparently.
Therapist.
So I feel good about where I am, but it's still a burden, as all of you know, because you have stuff going on too. And you know how, and there are times you feel like you can make it and can talk about it, and times you can't. I love that a couple people in the Facebook group have come on anonymously so they could tell their story. They couldn't do it if their name was attached, and they felt people reading it. I get that. And I love that they have a place to do that. And they found a way to do it. Go on there anonymously. And
I think like 5 or
stories.
6 anonymous, but it's therapeutic. I feel like it's therapy for you to get things off your chest and let people, you know, make comments and stuff like that. It's helped Rex and I. So I know it's been helping other people. So I think that Facebook community, like I said again, it's second to none. It is the best Facebook group I've ever been associated with.
It is.
We have Vicky said we have 172 people watching, but only 16 likes. Hit that thumbs up. So you have to hit the like button when you watch. Is that part of the thing we're supposed to promote? Okay. Adam, is your new house close to your pickleball group? I'm literally like maybe 5 minutes from where I used to live. So I'm in Gilbert, still in Gilbert, just a little further west, I think, closer to Chandler. Hi from Australia.
Yeah,
we like that.
We do love that.
Yeah.
Here's a good, thought-provoking question.
Okay.
I hadn't really put it in these terms. Thank you, Lars. Lars comes up with good stuff.
Yes, Lars.
Would you rather Lori plead guilty, or do you think you would get more closure if there was a trial, or would it be more traumatic?
I'm the fan of not wasting people's time. We all know she's guilty.
We would love her to plead guilty.
I mean, if she pleaded guilty and quit putting all this stuff, I mean, that would be the best for me, because we pretty much know what happened with. We're never going to know the full truth. Alex is dead. Him and Lori were the only ones in there with the kids. They're dead. So Lori's never going to say what really happened. We know Charles is dead. We know Lori and Alex killed him. She's never going to say who was involved and what happened. So we're never going to know that anyway. So you might as well just, you know, plead guilty. That would be my suggestion.
We'd love that. Now, will other things come out in the trial that might help us get more closure? Yeah, that would be a silver lining of the trial.
True.
But if we didn't have to have the trial, we would prefer that over maybe getting more information, more insight.
Yeah.
If we could pick the information we got, we would want that, but we can't.
No doubt. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of things that we're all just going to have to live with, that everybody's going to have their own opinion on what they think happened, because we're never going to know the full truth.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe one day we will. Maybe Lori cracks and says everything, but I don't see that happening. But, you know.
And who knows who else in the circle might know more information that might share it at some point.
Right. And there's that too. Yeah. What other questions do people have here on our YouTube live on a Saturday morning? In Scotland, it's 6:39 in Scotland p.m.
Let's see what Mayor Bear says here.
All right.
Mayor Bear from the Share Bear days, it sounds like. You two have come a long way from your very first broadcast, Total Healing and Restoration.
No doubt.
We sure feel that way.
If you
Again,
watch our
thanks to
first,
all of
you
you.
watch our first podcast, I was like, oh my gosh, I was a disaster, legitimate disaster.
Yeah. I was so surprised that Adam said he would
Do it.
write the book but do the podcast. I thought, seriously? Boom, let's get on there before he backs out.
Well, because Rex had asked me to do a couple of interviews before, and I just didn't want to talk to anybody about it. But I wasn't getting any better, like as far as my attitude or having to deal with all these emotions and feelings and stuff. So, because I said yes and we did it, I feel like, every step of the way, things have been much better. Even though I think Lori coming to Mesa or coming to Arizona, surprisingly getting that message, like that was a gut punch. I was like, oh my gosh, here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me thinking on that subject too. Let me make another observation. Having read those comments, that I said that were so vicious.
Yeah.
Here's the difference between a troll and someone, in my opinion, this is just me, between a troll and someone really asking for information, which we are open to. We don't mind differing opinions. We don't mind sharing opinions to people that push back and challenge us. But here's my opinion of the way to push back where I'm willing to answer, and the way I'd say that's a troll. I'm not even going to give them any energy. There are quite a few people that said on our interview with Gigi McElvey, these guys are just in it for whatever. They said, this isn't therapy. They need to go to a therapist for therapy.
Mm.
Now, if someone said, hey, do you think you're going to get all the therapy you need from talking about this? I would say, oh, heck no. I would say there's a lot of value in going to a therapist. Obviously, I go to a couple of them. Okay, but just to come out right away and sit in judgment over a comment we made and twist it so, like, as if we're saying doing a podcast will be all the therapy we need. That certainly wasn't our intent.
No.
But that's what a troll does. They sit somewhere and they lob attacks, as opposed to asking honest questions, hard questions that are difficult to answer. We're okay with hard questions, but not rude ones.
Somebody donated again, so we want to thank them. Who is that?
Kathy White.
Thank
you, Kathy.
Thank you for the donation. Once again, in case you don't know, we have a book out where if people can't afford the book, there's a foundation that's help providing books for people.
But it doesn't have to now, because the other optimists,
y'all
are providing those books for other people.
It's crazy.
And
so good.
We're trying to be good stewards of that money going in, although it goes directly to the foundation.
Yeah.
But what we're doing for those people is buying author copies and sending them. That cuts the price down from $17 to about $10 each. So your dollars are going further doing that. And author copies are ones where no one makes any money. Jane may not like this, but she doesn't make any money either. But
Poor Jane.
No one makes any money. It goes directly from the printer to the people, or it may have to go through the foundation or whatever. Don't worry about the logistics, but it makes your dollars go further, and you're providing more books to other people when you do it. We chose to do it that way because we think it's so cool that the community is taking care of each other. Wouldn't you love to live in a community where everyone did that instead of waiting for the government or someone else to step in?
Yeah.
So another thank you to y'all.
So this is on my list this weekend to read. I haven't read it yet.
Don't you want to wait for the audio to come out?
No, I'm curious to see how they edit the audio, because no one's called me and said, well, you're going to have to redo some of your audio clips.
Yeah, that would be Aiden Jane's son that's doing that editing. We haven't heard from
him. So when he calls and goes, okay, there's a lot that we need to change.
And there will be.
And so, who knows when that's going to happen.
See, now here's a super sticker that showed up there. Anna's donation, her super sticker.
Awesome.
Showed up so we can put it on the on the screen. And we know you aren't doing it to put your name up on the screen, but we want to do that just as another way to say thank you. Hope it's not offensive.
What's this about?
To put your name up.
What I want for Christmas is your book is on my list. Oh, that's from Linda.
Wow.
Love your podcast. Always look forward to watching.
I just put it up there.
All right. My son asked what I wanted for Christmas, and your book is on my list for Christmas.
Very nice.
So wait till the 12 days of Christmas. I don't know when that's going down, but Lindsay has some really good prizes and some prizes that she says are priceless that you can win.
So let me say this for Lindsay in her defense of the 12 days of Christmas. Apparently Lindsay's doing this all as a volunteer, just like Anna as a moderator, and just like Kimberly and Linda, on the Facebook group, they're volunteers. And so she's doing the 12 days of Christmas. So automatically a lot of people have to share when she should be doing it to be technically correct on those 12 days. She's just going to do it when she has the time. She's like you, stressed out at Christmas with a million things to do. She has a family to deal with. So she's going to do it when she can. And we just are going to appreciate all of the effort she's putting into it and the thought behind it and the person that she is that would do something like that. So thank you, Lindsay.
By the way, Lindsay's also like in charge of merch, her and Kimberly and stuff. So merchandise, apparently there's merchandise for Optimist. And I guess she was saying that there was some playing cards or Christmas wrapping paper with me and Rex's face on it. I was like, are you kidding me?
I think that was a nice way to say I'm sending out targets. People are asking for targets for their dartboards or for shooting, and so we have 52 targets with your faces on it. Yeah. I'm sending them out. She's calling them playing cards, I think, is how that works.
We got a couple more donations too. I want to thank.
This is wonderful.
Anna again.
Yeah. That's Anna. That is Anna again.
Yeah, and then
she is under anesthesia. Remember? Okay.
Oh yeah, her thumb is. And the crow. Yes, thank you, Crow.
Okay, the crow.
Love it. You guys are
very
awesome.
good. And I think that'll be further. I'm a little behind in scrolling down
here. Oh, you are?
I'm trying to. I've missed so many comments.
Do we need Sean here to give Sean the mouse? What was that? What was it like?
That's now on a shirt, apparently. Give me the mouse.
Give me the mouse.
Just like we've lost Adam. It's now on a shirt in the merch store.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. By the way, the merchandise, just for those of you that haven't heard this, Adam and I aren't involved in that money at all. So it's not coming to us. It's staying in the Facebook group. So y'all can do with it whatever you choose to.
Yeah.
You can buy books with it. You can do whatever you want. So none of the merch.
We may even buy some merch.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll buy merch. I'm just thinking that if we said, hey, we want a piece of the action, they'd say, actually, you're going to have to pay to get people to buy something with your face on it. So we don't want to be involved in that. I'm behind on the scrolling again.
Are we going this way or this way?
We're going down this way.
But it's a Saturday morning. People aren't really giving us much.
So Liz is making another super sticker donation of £5.
Oh, £5. So
someone said on here,
how much is a pound?
£2 to $1, I think.
£2 to $1.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Okay. I think that's what I read. They'll correct me if I got that wrong, and I appreciate it.
There's is equivalent to $2.53 in today's market.
Ooh, there's an update.
Right.
The market changed.
Okay. Today's
from Monica
conversion rate. Yeah. So it's 53 cents difference.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Sorry, I'm coaching a basketball game at the moment. Lindsay sends her apology. She's actually at halftime. She's going to go and watch this. Get her team fired up at halftime. You guys want to get fired up for halftime? Watch this podcast.
Lindsay is a person of many talents.
Yes.
And so coaching basketball and handling Facebook stuff and talking to us during the game are some of her talents.
That's good stuff.
Okay. Yes. And this is Liz just reacting to all of it.
Oh, there you go, Liz.
And then she kept laughing a couple ones later. So
Liz is just enjoying her Saturday morning or Saturday afternoon, maybe.
Okay. So you know what? Does Lori get a free copy
of the book?
Of the book. Are you going to send her a copy, Adam? We can sign it, put a little note in there from us.
A video.
Put a video in there.
Oh my.
Yeah, we really don't know. We don't know whether to joke about her or to cry, break down and cry.
No, like I told
I
you,
mean,
I literally, when I saw, well, the first time I really broke down again was when we did the audiobook, and I was reading about, when she got beat up by her second husband and I had to go pick her up in the middle of the night. I got all those emotions again. I was like, oh my gosh, this is killing me. So, and then, seeing her again on TV the other day, getting there's a lot of emotions that, so, but sometimes I have to laugh at certain circumstances and sometimes I cry. So I guess like Rex says, it just depends.
Yeah, excuse us, please, for the dark humor or inappropriate humor, but we don't know how to deal with things like that.
No.
In this whole thing, the first time, and remember, Adam and I have felt from the beginning that Lori killed the kids, but we didn't have any confirmation. The first time I really cried and it hit home was Lori's first appearance where she had on an orange jumpsuit.
Yeah.
I said, that's Lolo.
Yeah.
That was the first time it started to become real.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I sat in court and heard what they did to the children, that was a whole different level of real.
Yeah.
But I still don't know the right way to deal with
we're
that.
just torn up inside.
I'll answer this. You can if you want.
Yeah.
Just Samantha, I have a question. Do you believe Melanie should be charged for conspiracy to murder Brandon? I'll give you an opinion and a reaction. I don't know the legal definitions, so I won't say she should be charged, but I've read the same things you have. I don't have any other information as a family member. I haven't talked to Melanie about this or anyone who has talked about this specifically. So having seen the same evidence you have and having heard from Melanie on the same recordings that you've seen, I have a whole lot of questions. There are a lot of things that seem very inconsistent to me. I would like those questions to be answered someday by someone, whether it comes out in court or not. It seems very apparent to me, since it's been portrayed in the media, that Brandon said there are only a few people that had his new address. She was one of them.
Right.
I mean, I can put those factors together also and say the same thing. I want justice to be served. I want people to be accountable for what they did and justice to be served. I don't have enough insight to say she is guilty of something that's legally established, but I'm not trying to defend her actions either.
I just
want answers.
I think it will be interesting when Brandon has his court date and Lori's there and they go through everything. I think that's going to tell a lot, and hopefully we get to know more if there's more text messages or if there's more whatever there is. But we'll wait and see when that trial comes up. We'll see if we find out any other information. But yeah, it seems suspicious to me too. But I don't know for sure. That's the thing. Is like until we know for sure, we don't know.
Until we don't know, we don't know.
That's right.
Can I quote you on that?
Make a shirt.
A shirt.
Right there. We lost Adam. Then what's the other one? What did I just say?
What we don't know, we don't know.
We lost Adam. We don't know. We don't know. There you go. What else with this live?
Yeah, Connie really likes Gigi. That's hard for me. I appreciate Gigi McElvey she's referring to.
Yeah.
My nickname for Lisa, my wife, is Gigi.
Okay.
And so I like them both.
We've been
different ways.
What's weird about this whole experience of writing a book and doing this podcast is we've met a lot of great people, a lot of really good people that, and it's always, whenever you meet good people, it's always a blessing in your life to have them in there.
It really is. And there's so many good people.
Yeah. I'm retired Army. I know
that's
things.
Anna.
Oh, that's Anna.
Right. She knows things, and those things she's not saying specifically, but
yeah,
I know it's enough that I don't want to tick her off.
Yeah,
because she knows things. She can be scary.
Do you have a particular set of skills? I'm armed with my personality, which is more than enough ammunition.
That's
Yes.
Kimberly.
Yes,
Yes,
Kimberly.
okay.
Yes, we agree with that. We agree with that.
Okay, we're trying to catch up. Sorry, we're trying to catch up.
What I love about the
Going here.
optimists in our Facebook group is they were like so they have a good sense of humor. At least most of them
Mhm,
people, which I appreciate.
definitely.
It mistakes. Oh, it mistakes me laugh that you two so little about. I don't know how to donate. Somebody's making fun of us because we don't know how to donate the money. It's our YouTube channel. We have no idea how this works.
Yeah, yeah. There's just so much material. If you want to make fun of us, that's just the beginning.
The funny thing
There's
is
so
like when
much.
me and Rex, the first time we ever went live, we both had our cell phones because we couldn't figure out the computer, how to do it on a computer. Oh my gosh. And just today we were trying to figure out how to get the camera on. It's like, hey, we gotta hit this button. Oh yeah. What other things are on here? Will you support Brandon when his case goes? Pop that one up. Will you support Brandon when his case goes to trial? He is lucky to be alive and a victim of Lori and Alex and she says and Melanie P. Well, I'm definitely I have supported Brandon the whole time. Brandon came to me when him and Melanie were getting a divorce, and Lori.
Well, and when the shot was
Yeah,
fired.
as soon as he got shot at, he fled the area and he called me and told me exactly what just happened. He was frantic when he called me. I've always supported Brandon. I love Brandon. So yes, I will support Brandon.
Brandon and his children.
Yeah.
That is what a tough situation. When you think that through,
Yeah.
that's a tough. So of course we're going to support them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say about Melanie, I want the truth to come out because I think that'll be best in the long run for everyone, whatever that truth is.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not saying I'm not supporting Melanie's story. I'm not supporting Melanie's story. The different versions I've heard that conflict and contradict each other, I don't support that. But I support them getting all the help they need. And if that means the truth has to come out, that's what I support.
Yeah.
Okay. So Connie's
Super sticker
donation,
Thank you,
generous
Connie.
donation. Thank you. Okay.
We've answered that question.
I'm going to
curtain
so I can see better.
I was gonna say we got 3 minutes left and the sun is coming through here. Let's darken this room. How much dark can we make this room?
Well, we might look better in the dark. And
I think the lighting in here is way better. That curtain made a huge difference.
Yeah, why didn't we do that before? Sit there any other
We're always late to the party.
Here's another generous donation we need to recognize. IDR 35,000.
Fiona?
I'm thinking that's not dollars, but I'm sure it's generous. So Fiona,
that's from Indonesia.
Yeah, well, it is a donation, so it is generous. So thank you.
Yes, Fiona. Indonesia.
And here's a comment about the Melanies. I'm kind of scrolling ahead. Well, ahead of where I was.
Yeah. Yes, I think Melanie. Okay, so yes, I think Melanie Gibb and Melanie Boudreau should be prosecuted for murder. That's what somebody said.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you're conspiring, if they're part of the conspiracy, then they should be. And I do hearken back to the initial. Dang, I can't remember what they're called, but the legal charges that say any conspirators known and unknown.
Oh, right.
Whatever conspirators there are, we agree. Whatever conspirators there are should be included in whatever they conspired to do and what the law will allow. We are all for that.
Here's somebody said, how is Summer doing? I know Summer doesn't want us to talk about her on the podcast, but I think she's okay. Is Adam going to testify in Charles's murder trial? Yes.
He's on the list. Now, when you're on the list, you don't know if you're going to.
Oh, yeah, right. True. And, I may not. The prosecution told me that I would be on there.
Yeah, Shannon made a nice comment about me. Thank you, Shannon.
Yeah, Shannon, what'd she say? Love your glasses?
That is not what she said.
You can only see the other
And she did not say I'm as cute as Adam,
Oh.
but what she said was very generous.
About your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, you're a lucky winner too. See, that's what you always downplay that Lisa's the lucky one to have you, but you guys are equal. You guys are lucky to have each other.
I wouldn't go equal. We are lucky to have each other.
You really are.
But
you guys are such a perfect match. It's great.
Well, it took a few attempts to.
Right. You went, yeah. And a lot of dates before then.
Oh, a lot of dates. I did date a lot.
Somebody called Rex a serial dater when he was single. I was like, where you at, Rex? I'm on a date somewhere. Okay.
Yeah, they're looking at each other and cry. See, this is another looks question.
You guys ever look at each other and cry? Your lives have been turned upside down as much as other family members. So happy to see you guys.
I'm lucky. I'm fortunate that we have each other also. I feel very fortunate.
Yeah, we talked about that on one podcast about how Rex and I feel about each other and how close we are now. And we've always been close. We've talked about that.
Yeah, we have. We don't cry that often, even when we're talking about the story, but we have dark humor that we've developed to cope with things.
So. Like if we do dark humor to each other, know that we're crying inside.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
The nose Nate Eaton. Check out the Secret Santa that Nate delivers.
Oh yeah, I know he does a Secret Santa every year, Nate Eaton. I think that's such a great thing. It's such a great thing. That's such a cool thing.
So now you've talked people into saying nice things about me, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
They should say nice things about you.
I appreciate that. They're Adam's just trying to get me to cry at the end.
Well, you did say that if you would cry if people say nice things about you.
That's what happens. Yeah. Okay.
Uncle Rex gives me more hope that I might find someone again. See, my soulmate, my best friend passed away, and I don't want to ever date again. So think about that. When you're with somebody that's your person, and they pass away, it's like, what do you do now? Is it possible that somebody else is out there that can fill those shoes?
I don't know. And Lisa and I talk about that. Obviously, I'm 10 years older and, more likely to die first.
Yeah.
But I'm going to end my part of this live just with the one piece of advice that I have for her. I only have one.
Okay.
And that is, in that situation, you need to follow your internal guidance. Your internal guidance will tell you if you need to look more, where you need to look, what you need to do. It's the best thing you've got. So that's why I don't in my life say a lot of I'm going to do this or I'll make decisions that far in advance.
Yeah.
I want to be guided by that internal guidance, and that includes relationship decisions.
And I think that again, soulmates are once in a lifetime. Some people say, right? When you find that one person.
Mm-hmm.
So
some people say.
Yeah, and I think everybody's different. I feel like if you other people tell you need to be with this person or for this reason, or you can find somebody else, and you just don't know that. I know a guy that he got divorced, he had kids, he never got remarried. He's 96 years old by himself, but that's the way he wanted it. He didn't want to get married again. Everybody kept saying, you need to date, you need to get married. He didn't want that. So, and that was his internal guidance. That was good for him. Yeah,
I can't judge anyone else's internal guidance because it's hard enough just figuring out my own. But Lisa and I are together because we each individually followed that. That's how we got together.
Yeah. So, and that's, by the way, all that information is in Rex's book. Make sure you.
Thanks for putting the plug in.
Make sure you read not just this book, but Rex's other book that came out.
And I think we should close with Lars again.
Lars 9999. Adam, I'm so glad that you have this form. Me too. That your voice can be heard. I'm glad you found a new passion after leaving radio, and you and your uncle have a lot of good to share. I think we do. And I think this podcast is definitely what I needed when I left radio. I mean, I feel most of my days teaching pickleball, but the podcast has been a blessing. The Facebook group is amazing. The people that now volunteer and help Rex and I manage this whole thing are amazing. So yeah, thank you guys for everything. We appreciate it.
Yeah. So we'll end the stream on that and look forward to reading your comments. Please keep reading the comments. There are some beautiful ones. We did not do justice to it during this. So please read those, and we'll look forward to seeing your comments and another episode next week.
All right. We'll talk to you guys later.